Have you ever been sitting in a quiet moment, only to have a cat approach you out of nowhere? Perhaps it stares into your eyes or simply chooses to sit beside you. At first glance, it may seem like just another random animal encounter, but in the world of Islam, there's no such thing as random. Everything in this universe happens through the will of Allah. When a cat comes near you, it might be carrying a message, or even several, straight from your Creator. In this video, we will explore 5 powerful signs that a cat's presence might bring, not just as a cute or whimsical occurrence, but as a meaningful communication from Allah. These moments may not only be gentle animal encounters, they can serve as divine whispers, spiritual tests, or blessings in disguise. Allah speaks to us in countless ways through His creation, and animals are certainly no exception. So the next time a cat crosses your path or seeks your company, pause for a moment. What might Allah be trying to convey to you? Let's explore the 5 hidden messages you shouldn't ignore, each potentially carrying profound significance. 1. Mercy. When a cat draws near to you, one of the most beautiful messages it might convey is a quiet reminder of Allah's mercy, His rahmah. In Islam, mercy is not just an emotion, it is a powerful, active force that surrounds believers in ways they might not always recognize. A cat approaching you gently, without fear or hesitation, can be seen as a moment of peace, reflecting how Allah's mercy can enter our lives quietly, without fanfare, but with immense impact. Cats are known to be among the cleanest of animals, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was known to allow them in his home, reflecting the purity and tenderness that Allah embodies. When a cat peacefully settles beside you, it can symbolize the mercy Allah has for His creation, manifesting in the form of a small, innocent creature. The comfort a cat offers, whether through its soft purring, calm presence, or simply by making you smile, can be a form of Allah's response to your struggles. Sometimes, Allah's mercy comes not through words or people, but through these quiet moments. The next time a cat chooses to sit near you, think of it not merely as an animal seeking affection, but as a silent, gentle messenger reminding you, I am here, and my mercy is near. 2. Protection. Throughout history, cats have been known to have heightened senses, able to detect things beyond human perception. If a cat unexpectedly draws close to you without any clear invitation, it might not just be curious. It could be that Allah is using this small creature as a shield, placing His protection around you in a way you might not be able to perceive. Islamic tradition holds that animals are sensitive to the unseen world. Some can detect the presence of angels, and others might sense the presence of jinn. So if a cat lingers around you, stares at something invisible to your eyes, or acts particularly alert, it might be picking up on something that you can't see, a spiritual shift, or even a warning of potential harm. Allah's protection often comes in ways that we don't understand. It's not always a dramatic, obvious intervention, but sometimes it's as subtle as the presence of a cat, keeping watch over your space. A cat, silently observing and staying close, might be a manifestation of this protection, a divine reminder that Allah's care for you is real, and sometimes it's closer than you realize. Divine protection often doesn't make a sound. It's wrapped in fur, walking silently beside you, quietly guarding your well-being. 3rd test of kindness. Sometimes when a cat approaches you, it's not just a casual encounter, it might be a test from Allah, a test of your character, your compassion, and the mercy within your heart. In Islam, how we treat animals is a direct reflection of our iman, faith. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught that a woman was forgiven her sins for providing water to a thirsty dog, while another woman was punished for locking a cat in a room and letting it die out of neglect. These stories are not just about animals, they are about the state of the human heart. When a cat comes close to you, especially if it seems hungry, sick, or in need of help, it may be Allah presenting you with an opportunity. Will you turn it away? Will you ignore its presence? Or will you choose to show mercy, to stop and acknowledge its needs? In that moment, your character is being tested, not by what you know, but by how deeply you care. These seemingly small, everyday encounters often carry divine significance. They may be tests that don't come with formal warnings, but their impact can be monumental. A simple act of kindness, feeding a hungry cat, or offering comfort to a frightened animal can be the very act that brings Allah's favor into your life. Never underestimate the power of a single act of mercy. It could be the very key that opens the door to Jannah, paradise. 4. Presence of Barakah, blessing. The presence of a cat, whether it's in your home or simply around you, can also be a sign of Barakah, divine blessings that enter your life quietly, yet profoundly. In Islam, Barakah is not about material wealth or quantity. It is the unseen blessing that makes your time more fruitful, your home more peaceful, and your heart more at ease. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, deeply cherished cats, treating them with great tenderness and respect. One of his companions, Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, is even known as Father of the Kittens due to his love for cats. This affection was not just sentimental, it was spiritual. His relationship with animals became part of his legacy, enhancing his standing in the eyes of Allah. When a cat finds peace in your presence, it could be an affirmation that your environment is filled with qualities where Barakah can thrive. Your home becomes a sanctuary where mercy and tranquility are at the forefront. When a cat rests comfortably by your side, it may be a subtle sign that your life is blessed with divine favor, even if you don't see it in overt ways. A cat curling up near you is an unspoken message that your space is protected and imbued with Allah's blessings. Barakah doesn't always announce itself with fanfare. Sometimes it arrives quietly, curling up next to you, bringing peace and blessing into your life with the gentlest of nudges. 5. Reminder to reflect. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the rush of everyday tasks, running from one responsibility to the next, mentally distracted, spiritually distant. But sometimes, Allah sends small interruptions to bring us back to a state of mindfulness and remembrance. When a cat suddenly approaches you, sits nearby, or locks eyes with you in silence, it might be more than a coincidence. It could be a divine pause, a subtle nudge from Allah, reminding you, reflect, be present, remember me. Cats are creatures of stillness. Their calm presence, their quiet curiosity, and their serene companionship are all invitations to slow down, be mindful, and return to a state of remembrance of Allah. In that quiet moment, you are reminded that life is more than just tasks and routines. It's about connection, not only with the people around you, but first and foremost, with Allah and His creation. When a cat enters your space, let it remind you to breathe, to reset your heart, and to realign your soul with your Creator. Sometimes, the most profound reminders don't come through words, but through silence, a creature of Allah gently calling you back to your spiritual origin. Don't brush these moments aside. Let them soften your heart and remind you that Allah is always near, always watching, and sometimes using the quietest means to awaken the deepest truths within you. Subhanallah, how incredible it is that even a simple cat with its soft fur and gentle demeanor can carry signs and messages from Allah. These moments remind us that Allah is always near, always communicating with us in the most subtle and beautiful ways. If this video has opened your eyes to the deeper meaning behind a cat's presence or touched your heart in any way, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sacred Deen for more insights rooted in the teachings of Islam. Before you go, here's a beautiful prayer you can affirm with your heart. Ya Allah, fill my life with mercy, protection, and Barakah. Type it in the comments to affirm it and inspire others as well. May Allah guide and bless you all.